In this video, we're going to talk about the treatment of diabetes and the long-term prognosis for diabetic cats. We're also going to talk about diabetic remission, which should be the goal for every cat diagnosed with diabetes. And then later, I will share with you the most important thing that all cat owners need to know about diabetes in cats. Diabetes is a very treatable condition, and in many cases it can even be reversed. This is known as diabetic remission. In cats, most diabetes can be compared to type 2 diabetes in humans. Diet, weight loss and insulin are the mainstays of treatment in cats, just like in humans with type 2 diabetes. Weight loss is very important, as fat cells will increase your cat's requirement for insulin. So if your cat can lose weight, usually their need for insulin will decrease. Your vet will be able to advise you on the best combination of treatments for your cat, but daily insulin injections are almost always required. Diabetic remission should be the goal for almost every cat newly diagnosed with diabetes. Diabetic remission means that your cat is still diabetic, but will no longer need insulin treatment on a daily basis. This is achieved by removing the reasons that your cat became diabetic in the first place, and by treating the diabetes early. Treating your cat's diabetes as soon as possible is a very important step in achieving diabetic remission. This is because when cats are diabetic, their pancreas is trying to manage the situation by producing more and more insulin. But after a period of time, the pancreas can get extremely tired and worn out and be unable to produce any more insulin. If this happens, your cat may be diabetic for life, because these cats need insulin injections for life, as it will no longer be produced by the pancreas. And this is why it is so important to detect diabetes early, so that we can treat your cat with insulin before the poor little pancreas gets worn out and exhausted. If your cat loses weight, their need for insulin will decrease, which will also help. And if the pancreas has had a nice rest and is able to produce all the insulin your cat needs, then insulin injections can stop. Diabetic remission means that your cat no longer requires insulin treatment for diabetes on a daily basis, but your cat could become insulin dependent again, especially if they gain weight. Cats in diabetic remission remain at a high risk of becoming insulin dependent throughout their lives, so vigilance of their eating and drinking habits is really important, as well as ensuring they maintain a healthy weight and a healthy lifestyle. After an initial period of stabilization of diabetes, most cats do really well on treatment and they lead normal lives, even if your cat does not go into diabetic remission. In a small portion of cats, their diabetes is less well controlled despite treatment. In these cases, your vet may want to look for any other conditions that may be affecting your cat, as any other illness can make diabetes more difficult to control. Your vet may want to check for a urinary tract infection, or for pancreatitis, or dental disease, or any other endocrine or metabolic condition, depending on the age and symptoms of your cat. Once an underlying condition is found and treated, cat's diabetes is usually much more well controlled. Earlier, I promised that I would share with you the most important thing that you need to know about diabetes in cats, and here it is. The most important thing about diabetes in cats is that it is almost entirely preventable by maintaining your cat at a good body weight. Some cats who are not overweight do develop diabetes, but the vast majority of diabetic cats are overweight. This is an expensive condition to treat, it is worrisome, and it requires you to inject your cat every day with insulin. So there are huge incentives to prevent diabetes, both for you and your cat. Maintaining a healthy body weight will hugely reduce your cat's chance of ever developing diabetes. And if you want some tips on how to get your cat to lose weight, please check out the video that I've made, my 5 top tips for weight loss in cats. If you suspect that your cat may be diabetic, please do not delay bringing your cat to the vet, because this will delay treatment and you may lose that window of opportunity for your cat to go into diabetic remission. And even if your diabetic cat never goes into remission, it is still a very treatable condition and it carries a very good prognosis. I have more resources on my website, allcats.co.uk, and if you have topics that you would like to see a video on, please let me know and I will be happy to make one for you. See you in the next video.